most valuable commodity I know is information. Wouldn't you agree?
All right, guys, back again. The old Vevor Diesel Heater. Got a brand new one. We're gonna put this one head to head. We're gonna test it out. This one's kind of going in weird circumstance. I guess it might not be comparable. It's going in this box. So I rebuilt my rear crash protection box for my vehicles. The other one got crashed into and ruined. Yeah, good. Smashed into my crash box. Damn.
Hey,
How the
we're
fuck?
lucky we had that, huh?
As you saw before. So this, it's all the same pieces. The Packer 75 box from, I've had that for 25 years. And then you got this light bar I kind of created. It's just one of those Chinese behind the tailgate type LED light strips that's got like the sticky back. I just put it in a clear vinyl tube, expensive stuff from the hardware. Put some end caps on it, and it's got a trailer plug on it over here on the side, and so that lights up just to give people extra notice that it's there. And then there's glow in the dark tape and reflectors up the wazoo. You got the red ones on bottom, orange ones on top, more glow in the dark tape. So as far as the crash box goes, you got all the reflectors. This one's pretty much the same thing as the other one. It's a little heavier duty. I got it attached better this time. These forever mounts. And yeah, we just got ourselves basically a plastic box. It's got a seal. It's fairly sealed from the elements. It's got a solar panel on the top. It's just a 25 or 30 watt. It's 25, I think. Anyway, put some caster wheels on the bottom of this, so it's got casters in case it hits the ground, potholes. Also, if you take it off the vehicle, you can move it around. Now I'm about to do some measurements and get the old Vevor installed. See if we can get it mounted in here. Building like a coupler system for the van. So just my junky old $700 van, so don't really care about it all that much. Yeah, we're building the coupler system. I got the other half inside, but basically what we're gonna have here is two coffee can type things, so I can put the lids and close the ends off when I'm not in use. So I can close up. There's gonna be one sticking out of the box here, and then there's gonna be one sticking out of the van, and then I'll be able to close them both. And then I made these bungee straps to attach. This is going to be the outer layer, and then I'm going to have the inner layer of, you've seen this old diesel heater before. Let's fire it up. Let's fire it up. I'm actually going to turn it on because I turned it off. And then, so we've got this type of line. Well, obviously this Vevor is going to come with one. And that's going to run through the inside of the couplers. And so it'll be double walled and insulated. So that's the plan. Let's get it installed. Quick inventory of the Vevor. Comes with a new kind of controller I'll have to learn. Pretty much, different kind of key fob, a little bit fancier. Came with that fireproofing material, which didn't come with before. Now you got the same kind of muffler, air intake, and main heat chute. It came with also the little flange, which I took apart already. I got it ready to go. I have another flange that I'm going to end up using to connect this. Stretch that out a little bit. Come with all the same pretty much hardware. It's got the cheap green fuel line, which sucks, but whatever, it'll work for a little while. I'll replace it, because I will end up keeping this and using this thing up. They last freaking forever though. That one, the red one, you guys have seen that before. If you've watched my past videos where I like hooked that up to this radiator a long time ago to extract a bunch of heat, it worked really well, but it's kind of got in my way to clean up the workshop, you know, because I'm doing projects. So we're gonna get this heater installed in this box, the little flange system, and we'll be able to heat up my van. Supposedly I'm able to hook Wi-Fi or something like that and be able to to connect this thing. So we shall see how it all goes. All right, guys, after a full rebuild, got the crash box restored. We got a new body. This is a whole new body with no bend in it from an accident. I reattached the lights. They're a little higher. I installed casters. If I didn't show that before, we've got 2 casters down in there, under there. Can't really see them, but they're there. And then I got 1 on each corner. Those are, if I bottom out, it's gonna bottom out on them double bearing casters. Got off an old rack. So anyway, there's that. And there's a decent amount of weight in here, and sometimes it does hit. I used to have a hoverboard wheel, and it took the impacts no problem. So those should be fine. Now I've done this. I've got the Vevor installed. I put like a copper shield all the way around it, copper shield. Got a steel plate on the bottom. Got a little fan that blows right on that copper and that exhaust to circulate some of the heat in this box and warm it up. And we've got the battery in here, and she's at 12.9. Kind of jumping around. Emergency gas. So yeah, we're just gonna I got more stuff that goes in here, but I just wanted to show you this real quick. So the solar panel charges the battery, and the box should stay warm enough, hopefully, when I fire it up in the morning to warm my van up. It will get warm enough to melt the snow off the solar panel, or at least assist me when I brush it. And then that during the day should blow that out, because I'm gonna let this go for like an hour or 2 while I'm at work, and then an hour or 2 before I leave, just to get my van nice and toasty before I go in. And then while I'm there, to keep this box de-thawed during the daylight hours. And then obviously when I go to leave, it'll be dark in the winter, so I'll have it all fired up. Then when I get home, I'll plug it in. I have a plug in my driveway, and I'm gonna have a battery charger installed in here. And yeah, I've got a fancy little battery charger that'll be able to recharge that battery every night, because I'm gonna pull probably a good, I don't know, probably by my math that I know from the past, probably about 30 amp hours, maybe 20. But I want to charge it fully every night. Now let's see the gasket I made. So it's gonna be it's pretty cool. So this is the cap for when I'm not using it, and then you can see it's double walled. There's an output on the inside, and then I've got that sealant that's black Permatex all the way around. And then what we got is, this is my double layer that I'm gonna run. I've got some flanges, flanges, and I've got a new kind of remote that we're gonna test out, which is gonna be really cool. See, if I can turn this thing on with Wi-Fi or all that stuff. And then I've got this double layer which is gonna act as insulation between the box and my vans, because I'm just gonna be sending hot air into my van. The van's leaky enough to not worry about that positive pressure. So, and the box is leaky enough. Let me show you this real quick. I got it outside for the first fire up. We're gonna do the test. If I didn't show you earlier, that's the exhaust pipe. I've got it on a rack, so it might be hard to see. But if you look under there, that's how I got the exhaust. I've got a little fiberglass jacket around it in the space between the metal plate, the plastic, and then the outside there's a sleeve in that vulnerable area of fiberglass. So anyway, it's high heat fiberglass. I've got this. Have you ever seen one of these little pumps? This one's Humberto brand. I freaking love this. Wish I had 5 of them, one for each gas can. They're cool because you just they run on double A's, so you can always find the batteries. You see the fuel's pumping in, and it's got a sensor when it gets full, it shuts it off for you automatically. So I'm gonna pump this gallon in and then it will just shut off, no overflow. Very nice, safe, no spills, and then it stores. You just put the nozzle right in there. It's clips on with a little clip, as you can see. Now it just shut off. You watch the fuel returns right back down into the bottle. And then I'll lift this up to return it fully. And that returns it fully. And then I just run just like so. One-handed, I just did that. And that's nice. All right, so let's fire this up. We got her ready to rip. I'm gonna hit the on button. Let's just see what happens. We hit her on. Ooh, it talks. Said it was heating. Said it was heating. All I did was hit on. Nice. My other one, the controller, I could never get it to work. Tighten this lid down. She's a heating. It says. That's so cool. It fires up. It's a whole new smart meter for me. Air heater controller. Level. Can we turn it up? Oh yeah. We're turning it full blast. There you go. Full blast, baby. It says it's full blast. Will it go all the way around? Can't go no higher. We're trying. That's as high as it goes, but that's cool. It's a remote away. We'll put the fuel away and I'll be back with you. Let's see. Did her power drop yet? Oh yeah. There's some voltage drop there, 11.8. It's because it's firing the glow plug. When it fires the glow plug, it uses approximately 120 watts from what I've read. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I've heard it does take 120 watts. So that's why you get such a voltage drop. Oh, now you got fuel pump and glow plug. I mean, we're staying around. It's battery tested good, so just I'll be back with you when she fires. I thought it gave up, but it did not. It's running. No smoke came out. Just the exhaust pipe works pretty good. It's not super loud. Open this up. Clicking away. 12.2. Not bad. Not bad at all. Got heat? Oh yeah, we got heat. We got heat, boys. Alright, let's hook it up to the van. I got a drill hole in my van now. Get her on there, test her out. See how long it takes to heat the van up. That'll be fun. Yeah, so I just brought this outside and I'm running it. This is the first fire up. It's been running for about 15 minutes. It's good and hot. It's perfect. Let's see where we're at voltage-wise. 12.0, 12.1. Running full out. Close that up. I got on this rolling cart. I'm about to roll it out to my car. I could roll it on the wheels, but I'm just going to use the cart. And what's cool is thinking about is I can literally roll this anywhere, and I have this output, and I have a heater that 20,000, well, it's like what, 26,000 BTU. This is the 8 kilowatt version. They say about 25,000 BTU, 23,000, depending on who you talk to. But it's diesel heat, and 2 years ago my furnace went out at my house here, and yeah, I had no heat, and they couldn't get here. It was an ice storm. It took them 22 hours to get here, and I had 2 electric heaters that I owned going, and then I had I put those in the bathrooms, and then I had 2 of these diesel heaters. I own more, but I just hooked up 2 in my basement, blowing into the basement. And then I had a propane heater, and I ran that. Was able to keep my house comfortably warm for those hours until the repair guy showed up and put a new blower in our furnace. So yeah, it's just good to have. You can just run that, duct that right into a window. that insulated tubing that I got. But yeah, I thought I'd throw this in there. All right, so got her all hooked up. We got this port. It's not quite finished, but it's good. It's double walled. See, double wall. Two connections, two hoses that go inside each other for insulation. That light is really cool. Get some extra visibility. Now let's close that up. And then I'll be right back once I hook it up. The van already looks a little ridiculous, but now it looks even more ridiculous. We got our exhaust down there. We got our light. And then there it is, all hooked up. We got these little straps that are gonna hold it on. Made of bungees. Yeah, she's on there. She ain't coming off. Double layer, so it's insulated. Heat's just blowing in the van, so we don't gotta defrost her. Well, let's see if we can shut her off. See how warm this is. Yeah, she's about perfect in there. 12 volts still. Been running for like 2.5 hours. Probably should gear it up, but let's see if the off button works. Yep, went right to off. That is so cool. I'm happy with that. If this works for me in my house. At least on my porch. That is nifty. I'm okay with that. Rear crash protection box. Volume 2. With the 25,000 BTU preheater.